قال المصنف رحمه الله تعالى ونفعنا الله بهم وبكم ثم ذكر ما يجوز في حق الرسل فقال وجائز كالأكل في حقهم. So, alhamdulillah, we have completed in our first book in Aqidah that which is called the ilahiyat, that which is called the nabawiyat. We're going to complete it now, and then we will start what's called the sam'iyat. So the importance of these things cannot be stressed, as we've discussed, that we've discussed with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in relation to Allah from those sifats that are wajib for Him, those sifats that are wajibah for Him. And we know, we've discussed what is wajib in relation to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, meaning what is wajib, what does it mean as a nomenclature, as a mustalah, as a technical term, what does wajib mean here? And so we said this is relation to what they call the rational rulings, yani hukm aqli. And so we went through what is wajib for Allah, what is impossible, mustahil for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and what is jaiz for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And again, it's important for us to remember that when we talk about aqidah, we're talking about that which relates to our intellect. How do we understand our Creator subhanahu wa ta'ala? How do we think correctly in regards to our Creator subhanahu wa ta'ala, which we've talked about in much detail in this lesson. The same we said is going to be applied to the prophets and messengers of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that which is wajib for them. And we talked about the difference between with relation to the prophets, what is wajib and what is impossible. And today we're going to finish off with what is permissible, what is jaiz for the anbiya. Okay, so it's really important for us to have that overview of what we're doing here. We're correcting our thinking with relation to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala first and foremost, and we're correcting our thinking with regards to the anbiya and the rusul after that. And so the aqidah itself is related to the intellect. Okay, it's related to the intellect. And as we've discussed and seen, that these tools that we've studied now with this book, these tools of understanding that we've gained and applied inshallah subhanahu wa ta'ala, they are the miftah, they are the key with which to understand the nusus related to the Qur'an and related to the hadith and the statements of the ulama, etc., etc.